think around the 1860s that the cathedral, committee, whatever way you want to describe it, said, right, we have to give these people a proper burial. They all died during the siege. They gave up their lives defending the city for Protestantism and all of that. So this was built. So they put the bodies back in this one mound, and then this monument which remembers all of those who died. So that's called the Siege Heroes Mound. But there's a lot of, as I said, a lot of ghost stories connected to those streets as a result. There's one house down there.
That's London Street.
Lawton Street runs that way, and then Pump Street's going down that way, right? So both streets, there's stories about them, but Pump Street in particular, quite a lot. There's a house that was reopened as a sort of women's centre about 25 years ago. So it's still an old Georgian house, but they were reusing it as a women's centre. So it was for women who'd come out of abusive relationships, for example, like a refuge. It was also offering training courses for women who'd had children and wanted to go on a different job after they'd had their family. So multi-purpose. So because a lot of children would have been in the building with their mothers, one of the rooms was converted into a creche, right? Toys and books and stuff like that. So every time the women were done doing their classes or stuff like that, the children would be in this particular playroom. And every time these children used the room, they kept talking about their friend Alice. But nobody knew anybody called Alice. And they were thinking this is an imaginary friend. But they kept talking about her every time they were in this room. And one day they were making noise, and one of the staff members gave them crayons and paper, and just to keep them occupied, said, "Why don't you all draw your friend Alice?" So they're expecting they're all going to draw a different person, different imaginations. And then after 10 minutes, the staff members looking at all these pictures, and it's all the same young girl with long blonde hair, wearing the same coloured dress, and sort of looking, going, "This is really strange." And so the staff member says to the children, "Who's this?" And they all said, "Alice." So they're getting really kind of freaked out about this. So they contacted the cathedral. We had a list of all the people who'd died and been buried on Pump Street during the siege in the old cellars of the houses. And one of the names on the list was a 7-year-old girl. First name was Alice, right? So as far as we know, Alice is buried here, but she's still living down there, right?